Now here at CES 2012 there have been loads of exciting cameras to look at. So right now we're going to take a rundown at the top 5 cameras we've seen at CES 2012. Now there's a reason we're at the Canon stand here, because for me, Canon absolutely take #1 position with the Canon PowerShot G1X. So here it is then, the Canon G1X. Now the reason we picked it out as best in show is what's inside it. It may look about the same size as Canon's last PowerShot model, the Canon G12, but inside here you're going to find a 1.5-inch image sensor. Now that's absolutely huge for a camera that you can still fit inside your pocket. That's actually a larger sensor than the Panasonic and Olympus Micro Four Thirds sensor. What does that mean? Well, basically it means that this camera can capture much better pictures in challenging low light. You can also experiment with depth of field. Basically you get all the advantages of a digital SLR camera in a model that you can fit into a jacket pocket. Now what's particularly impressive is for a camera this small, Canon's managed to combine a 4x optical zoom lens. Now as you zoom the lens you can see it extends out quite far from the camera, but as you switch it off it'll pack itself back into a very portable design. Now as well as that larger sensor, all the features are here you'd expect from the Canon PowerShot series. So you have all the manual controls that you would get with a camera of this standard, as well as a rotatable screen that can be flipped out, and an optical viewfinder as well. It captures 14.3 megapixel photos and full HD video. For all of its features and that brilliant sensor inside it, this is our camera of the show for CES 2012. Now next up, undoubtedly one of the most exciting cameras in show, but not for all budgets, we've got the Nikon D4. Now what's really exciting about this camera is, well, pretty much everything, provided you got the budget for it. But if you can afford it, you can do some great tricks with it. By buying a Wi-Fi adapter and connecting it to the camera, you can wirelessly control this. For example, you could set it up so you're controlling the shooting via a laptop or even via an iPhone. So that's the Nikon D4. If you've got the money for it, I think you'll be very pleased. Now one of the most interesting cameras we've seen here at CES is the Fujifilm XPro 1. This is a brand new compact camera system from Fujifilm. Now the design of it is very much like last year's Fujifilm X100, so there's kind of a retro feel to this camera. But where the two differ is in this case, you can take the lens clean off and put a new one on with the XPro 1. Now we love the classic styling. I very much like the hybrid viewfinder, which is both an optical viewfinder and an electronic viewfinder, depending on which one you'd like to select. And the camera's certainly got every conceivable manual control that you'd be after. The only downside we picked up on at CES is there's going to be a very high launch price. We're thinking it's something in the region of $2,400 for the camera body, together with an 18mm lens. Next up in our roundup with the best cameras at CES 2012, we've got the little Samson WB150. Now on the surface it looks pretty normal, although it's got an 18x zoom, which is great from a camera this small. But the one secret it really does have up its sleeve is built-in Wi-Fi. Now using the built-in Wi-Fi, you can directly upload your photos to sites like Facebook or upload your videos to YouTube, and you can actually email a photo directly from the camera itself. Another neat trick you can do is you can link this camera to a Samsung smartphone, and you can use the smartphone as a remote viewfinder, so you can actually set up your shots away from the camera using the smartphone. Now last up in our rundown of the best cameras at CES 2012, a little confession to make, it's not strictly a camera. However, this is a pocket camcorder that can also capture 12.8 megapixel still images. This is the Sony Bloggie Live. Now why do we pick it out as one of the products of the show? Well, there's a very clever reason that it has its own built-in Wi-Fi, which means directly from the pocket camcorder itself, you can upload your photos or your videos to the web. The really clever thing it can do is it can live stream videos onto the web. That means while you're recording them, the video can be watched live at another location over the internet. Now, although it can capture full HD video, it won't live stream in full HD, so you'll get actually a lower than VGA quality. But what it does do, which is very clever, is while it's streaming in beneath VGA quality, it's simultaneously recording in full HD. And what you can do is then later on upload the full quality video so your friends and family can see at true resolution.